Is Jett your favorite agent, or are you just happy to see her? Oh wait, that's the wrong video. Anyways, if you like Jett's lore, either way, this video is perfect for you because you clicked on it and you know it's about Jett. So sit and enjoy, because we'll be talking about Jett's abilities, her appearance, her lore, theories, and more. So I would probably make some tea if I was you, because there's quite a bit of content there. So let's start with her overview, because that's the best place to start. Let's start with her abilities. So her passive, called Drift, is you can hold the jump button while falling down, and that allows you to glide through the air instead of just straight up falling down and losing a lot of HP. Her C ability, which is called Cloudburst, is instantly throws a projectile that expands into a brief vision blocking cloud on impact with a surface. You can hold the ability key to curve the smoke in the direction of your crosshair. Her Q ability is called Updraft, and that means that it instantly propels Jett high into the air so that she can snipe people down like a boss, obviously. Her signature E ability is the Tailwind, which you can activate to prepare a gust of wind for a limited time and then reuse it to propel Jett in the direction that she is moving. If Jett is standing still, she propels forward. This used to just need activating once instantly, but it sadly got nerfed, and now you have to activate it, wait for a little bit, and then you have a limited time to reactivate it. So it's a bit it used to be a lot better. And then finally, her ultimate, so her X ability, called the Blade Storm, is where she equips a set of highly accurate throwing knives. Then she clicks fire to throw a single knife, where her crosshair is, of course, and recharge the knives on a kill. Or she can ult fire to throw all remaining daggers, but sadly that doesn't obviously get recharged on a kill, because that would be slightly overkill, to be honest. When it comes to her appearance, she has multiple symbols associated with the wind, just like the swirl on her right shoulder pad. The icons on her back, the icons on the back of her gloves are the same as the ones on the lip of her hoodie and bottom edge of her crop top. And a sash and 2 kunai can be seen along her right hip belt. Jett's shoes have a triangular well on the outer side of the heel and a smooth V stamped on the back heel. When Jett uses her radiant powers, glowing blue swirls wrap around Jett's arm, which was seen in cinematics, but Riot is amazing and they haven't made that a thing in the game, which will hopefully be a thing because it's fucking cool. And Jett shares my pain of being very short as well. She's their second shortest agent, only Neon being shorter than her, which is noticeable in the cinematics, but it's not noticeable in the game, because obviously for balance purposes all models need to stay the same size. Otherwise a lot of people complain, but oh, why is Jett so short? I can't snipe her. So all the models need to stay the same. Moving on to lore. So Jett is south, and yes, south. Don't get it confused with the north. That's different. That's a different country. She's South Korean, and she was the 10th agent to join the Valorant Protocol. She's also the youngest one of its members, which is pretty cool. For some reason, Jett is regarded to have a toxic attitude towards her teammates and other people, which is sad. Anyways, she prefers to do things in her own way and doesn't like to rely on her team. Just so basically like Phoenix, who we've talked about in the last episode, where they are both very confident in their own abilities. And this immense self-confidence can unfortunately sometimes, in some cases, come across as arrogance, and it can feel as if she's disregarding like her teammates' safety. However, judging from her voice lines, it does look like she's opening up to people around her, as they suggest that she does care for her friends and people around her, like the good work, don't screw it up. The voice line, for example. She just doesn't know how to show it, but deep down it looks like she really does care. Jett's radiant powers allow her to control the wind using them to prepare herself, other objects, and levitate to a certain degree. She can use these powers in a straightforward manner, but she can also be precise with it. For example, levitating one of her daggers in the air, twirling it around. So she can essentially exercise a much finer control over the wind when she needs to. But I'm assuming that probably uses a bit more of sort of her like ability or power, because she needs to be more careful, more of control of it. But anyways, so it's implied from the Mirrored Edge player card, as well as Fate's dossier, which we'll talk about in a minute, about her that once summoned a massive storm over the city of Seoul. And this hints that her abilities can be a lot more powerful, like she can summon a fucking storm, and they can be a lot more destructive than what we have seen ourselves. What's really cool in my opinion, that's just my opinion, is that before Jett joined the protocol, she used to be a chef, working at a restaurant in Seoul, just, you know, living life basically. That sounds really nice. However, at some point that restaurant got destroyed due to a severe windstorm. Jett can cause windstorms. That restaurant got destroyed because of a windstorm. So that is obviously Two Dots Connect. It's assumed to have been caused by Jett, unfortunately. More on this a bit later though. Kind of, sort of. Well, it's important to note that Omega Earth Jett played a significant role in the game's story, probably being the most featured of all Omega agents. She was present in the Duelists cinematic, acting as the primary antagonist. Her success in planting an early version of the spike caused the Venice Rising and the formation of the map's Ascent and the Range as a byproduct, which is kind of cool. What's also interesting is that even though Alpha Earth Jett got hired into the protocol, Phoenix and her did not meet until a while after, since back then the protocol was focused more on sort of solo missions for the Radiants rather than a massive scale, you know, get-together operations. So Phoenix actually tried to chase her down in one of the cinematic, and in turn this event resulted in Jett's image being plastered on the news across the world, causing Alpha Earth Jett to be shunned and rejected by everyone. Because Omega Earth Jett was obviously the antagonist, she planted the spike. Phoenix didn't know that Jett existed in the Alpha, you know, universe or whatever. So obviously Two Dots Connect. Everyone thinks that the Alpha Earth Jett, you know, did bad and planted the spike on it to blow up shit. So she got rejected by everyone close to her, believing that she was the one to blame. This conflict made her look guilty and was the one to blame, the one to blame, despite being truly innocent, which is kind of sad if you think about it, because she's being punished, severely punished, by something that she didn't really do, just because people are misinformed. So Omega Earth Jett has also played a major role in Pell, helping defend the city from the rising tide before the dome was constructed. This was shown in the Garden of Heroes player card. Now, there is a statue in the Garden of Heroes for Jett, as there should be. Yeah, because Jett is cool. Jett is really, I love Jett. I love playing Jett, but I'm really bad with her. And so I just... Moving on to her dossier. So it focuses on her abilities as well as the impact she had on the world. The Blackmailer states how Jett is always on the run, even though she's actually innocent, as mentioned before. She states she was affiliated with a restaurant that was destroyed, and implying that she caused the storm that did it, which we still don't know if she really did, and I don't think we will know anytime soon, but it's obviously Two Dots Connect is assumed that she did it. Fate also mentioned the blame of the rise of Venice fell on Alpha Earth Jett, as people were unaware of the existence of Omega Earth Jett, just like mentioned. Her face was on the news worldwide, and she was labeled a dangerous radiant. In turn, those close to her were afraid and disappointed, which is again sad because she's just being punished, something that she didn't do. When it comes to the relationships, we have Sage. So she comments when killing Jett on how she lived a short, tragic life. This could either hint a dark past of Jett, or it could just be Sage being Sage, just like we've mentioned in Sage's lore video. Sage is overly caring because she might have a dark past. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's actually very interesting. There's quite a few theories. On that note, if you have not seen... Okay, I've just said that. Okay, ignore this. Moving on to Phoenix. These two build each other's confidence and have a friendly relationship in the game. They encourage each other to do their best through the banter and joking nature, which is really nice because it's just nice to see Jett be a bit happy, you know, after what she just went through. Jett and Ray share similar personalities and aggressive fighting styles, and they frequently complement each other, but there is nothing really more into it than that. Neon and Jett have a friendly rivalry as they both are fighting style agents, and Jett, assumedly along with most of the members, is dissatisfied with being asked to work with Fade since she had recently doxed and kind of blackmailed the entire fucking protocol. So I wonder why no one wants to work with her, but you know, yeah, that's the thing. So when it comes to the card list, we usually have a card list in every lore video, and it's usually not as long as this one. This is the longest one so far. So if I was you, I would pause this video right now, possibly go make some tea or get something to eat, and then come back because it's kind of long. So starting with Valor and Jett, then we have Mirrored Edge, which reminds me of the Mirrored Edge game. I really like that game, especially the second version. I think they did a really good job. Then we've got the Looking for Group, the Versus Phoenix and Jett, Showdown Watch, Knife Fight, Mementos Part 1, Year 1, Duality, Skin Bait, Escalation, Wishing You Happiness card, my favorite one, Be Mine Jett, because it's fucking so adorable. I love that line of cards, especially the silver one as well. It's so cute. Distracted Duelist, Operation Fracture, Home Again / Jett, Warm Up Maxbot, Operation Vacation, which we've seen in pretty much every single video so far, Unstoppable Jett, and finally Enter the Duelists. So that was quite a few more than usually. And we are beginning to get to the end of this video, sadly, but there is, when it comes to theories, there is not much there apart from that her being affiliated with the restaurant because she worked there, which she apparently destroyed. So yeah, so apart from that, that's the only theory realistically out there, because Jett doesn't really have much presence in very complicated sort of world of Valorant lore, like for example Viper does, where there was that experiment and stuff, and then Sage has that theory about her going to another dimension to steal souls to heal. Oh wait, I just spoiled the Sage video. But there's a lot more to it, so you might want to actually watch it. It's pretty cool. I like that theory. But apart from that, it doesn't really have that much, sadly. Maybe they'll find something. Maybe they'll, with new agents, they'll add a bit more to Jett's story, uncover a bit more. That'd be kind of cool. And you made it to the end of this episode. Congratulations. You sat through it. Nice. So if you want more like this, go and have a look at my channel, or simply click on this video right here. Enjoy your day, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.